Hello and welcome back. Hope you've been looking forward to this episode as much as I have. Episode 61 of To Be a Legend. And today we feature the first two games in the Premier League. How are we going to get on? Let's find out. Welcome to Be a Legend. Welcome to episode 61 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode, we have two games in the Premier League. First of all against Sheffield United, and then against Watford. Sheffield United away, Watford at home. As you'll see from the screen, not much has changed since you were last with us. The pre-season went really well. Still waiting on Sam Field coming in. Mentioned him on the last one. We have got a bid in for him, but we're waiting for that to come to fruition. A couple of things probably didn't touch on when you were last with us. We would look at the finances. 32 million still in there. 507 wage budget. We're under that by some 60,000 there or thereabouts. Actually committed spending 468. So about 40,000. We're still looking potentially for a I didn't want to do that. I was still potentially looking for a striker to go alongside Afray and Pike, but we'll see how that pans out as time wears on. We're not really have much luck in bringing somebody in for that. We've got our scouts looking as it currently stands, so hopefully early things before the transfer window slams shut, we will be able to get somebody else in up front. Still waiting for the EFL Cup second round. That is still waiting to happen. The other thing I just remembered, what we didn't do in the transfer special was a quick look at the expectations for this coming season. My contract expires next season, so we're right this season. Current season, grow the club's reputation, which we've already passed because we got into the Premier League. Fight bravely against relegation. Fourth round of the FA Cup and third round of the EFL, which shouldn't be too difficult as we don't start until the second round. So we've only got to get through two rounds of this. So let's hope that that is the case. I don't think there's anything else to add, really. I think if you're as excited as me, we just want to get on with the episode and have our first game against Sheffield United and our first look at the team that we'll be putting out against them. And you come back for the first team of our season in the Premier League. I play balance. It did tell me to play cautious, but I'm just wondering whether that might be a bit too. Well, let's go cautious. Let's do what my assistant tells me. Kovar in goal. He makes his debut. Gomez, Froggatt, Burns making his debut, and Lasala on the right hand side. Carroll and Henry playing in our midfield. One a Mazzala, one as a deep line playmaker. Montondo makes his debut on the left wing. Flores plays in central midfield, and Zach Pike has gone out onto the right with Ben Afray in front of him. On the bench, Sanchez, McKenzie, Sanders, Sunday, Mayo, Jenks and Gattesis. I think this highlights the fact that we haven't really got... I'm not quite sure we're playing Zach Pike. He's only got 45 minutes in him, so we might need to look at that change. What I was going to say was that just highlights the fact that we haven't really got any other attacking options, which is a bit of a worry. Right. I should have worked this one out before this, but haven't. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch Sunday for Zach Pike. Yep, that seems like a logical. We might bring Zach Pike on a little bit later on. We don't want him hiding away not play him at all, but I think that probably gives us a better option as it stands. Right, I'm really just thinking we haven't got a lot in depth here, have we? This might prove to be a bit of a thingy. We'll have to see how we do. Anyway, let's get the game underway. That's the team we've selected. Bobby Carroll lacking match sharpness, really. Okay, Sanchez, Pike and Burns pleased to be making his debut, making the team. They are the changes from the game that we played against Venlo in the pre-season. Philip Coco is the manager at Sheffield United now. Pump fist, nothing to lose here. And Kovar is nervous. Not quite sure what he's nervous about. Pump fist, faith in you, go out there and make a difference. Still nervous. Okay. So be it. This is on television. It's almost time for kickoff in the Premier League. You must be excited. I am excited. We worked so hard to earn promotion, and now we get to play the level we deserve to be at. Are you confident Montando will perform today? Some pundits are speculating he could struggle out there. I certainly trust him. I know he's versatile enough to handle it. We'll see. So we are underway in the Premier League. And they have a throw in. I need to be watching them. We're in the Premier League now, boys. Come on. Oh, no. That's hit the post. And I think he was offside anyway. As it turned out, Liverpool winning the early game by 6 goals, 6-1 I think it was. Lasala throws that in, headed clear, only as far as Henry, to Carroll. Carroll to Henry. Henry finds Sunday. Sunday back to Henry, to Flores. Henry gets the cross ball to Montando. Oh, it's the outside of the post. He almost, I think it came through to him. Wasn't really expecting it to come through, but Henry obviously saw him create a bit of space out there, and hopefully in future he'll be able to put that away. So, early days, but we have had a few opportunities. Sheffield United growing into the game. In fact, I'm not quite sure why we've still got friendlies up here, really. Oh, yeah, Liverpool beating Wolves 6-1. Watford gone a goal up against West Ham now. Gomez with the free kick to Carroll, to Henry. Henry finds Flores. Flores to Sunday, to Afray. Our first goal in the Premier League. And has it been given offside? I think he's been given offside. Of course, we have VAR here. And we are checking VAR. And the goal is disallowed. Thought we had our first goal in the Premier League just fractionally. And VAR checked it. But it's good practice. He's put that one away. So that bodes well for the future. Watford now 2-0 up, as is Manchester City. And Kylian Mbappe scoring for Manchester City. 0-0 half-time. We'll live with that. Sheffield United, 7 shots, 3 on target, 0.62, 42% possession. We've had 4 shots, only 1 on target, 0.60, and 58% of the possession. And we've had 1 disallowed. We'll be back for the second half, and hopefully we can get our first goal in the Premier League. As you come back for the second half, it's Sheffield United who are getting us underway. And No changes at half time, I believe, for either side. As we go down to the hour mark, and Paco Aranthes needs to be right. I think I know what could be the issue here. We've gone to hour 2. We've gone cautious. And we go balanced. We're going to try and get out, or do we away from home? Let's stay cautious. But what I am going to do is I'm going to unshackle our 2 defenders, I think. See if we can get a bit of flow from the back. Now, where that puts us into jeopardy, only time will tell now. Let's have a look. Okay. We're in 7th as it currently stands. Watford have now gone to drawing 2-2 with West Ham. Manchester City 3-0 up against Norwich as we get to 80 minutes, and we're needing to do some changes. Lasala is tired. Rob McKenzie on for him. Everybody else is okay. Do I bring Pike in and see if we can get a win here? So we're bringing Pike on for Afray. I've given a team talk. I'm sure I did. Hang on. Would you like to leave the dressing room? No. Confirm sub. There we go. That's better. So, not quite sure what went on there, but Kovar has the ball. And we are getting a few more shots and on targets now with those players running out from the back. Flores looks like he's given everything. We are in injury time in this first half. Flores recommending Max Saunders to come on for him. Pump fist, go out there and make a difference. Confirm sub. And I think it might be a little bit too late, but a 0-0 draw. Our first game of the season and our first game in the Premier League. No goals, but yeah, I think that's a reasonable start. Everybody find their feet. And we finish the first game. We are 6th in the table, 1 point. Still games to be played though. Liverpool top with the 3 points in there. Big win against Wolves. So that's how we line up. Hold on to a draw. Assistant manager's going to do as we usually do. Flores makes his debut, and that's where we are. Hopefully we can get some more in. We'll go through. Watford is our next game. It's about 6 days away, and we'll be back for that as our second game of the episode. And you come back and join us with a quick look at this screen first. The Sam Field has gone elsewhere, so he's not coming into us. But we have made a loan in. Josh Blakesley is our striker that we were looking for. He's come in. As you'll see, he is a 4.5 current ability, 4.5, 5 potential ability. 19 years old, from Manchester United. We tried to buy him, not having any of it. They want 162 million for him. No, not playing that. So we've got him on loan. He can play in these 2 midfield roles, attacking midfield, can play in midfield here. He can also play as a striker, which is what we want him for, in a number of positions. And as you'll see, stacks up 17 dribbling, 13 finishing, 13 first touch, agility 17, balance 19, acceleration 15. Not particularly good jumping reach, and his heading isn't fantastic, but his technique is good. So well, fingers crossed that we've got somebody here that will do the business for us and will actually provide and score. We'll see how he gets on. Is he going to make his debut today? That is the question, and we'll find out next. And this is the team that we are putting out against Watford for our second game in the Premier League. And Kovar continues in goal. Gomez, Froggatt, Burns and Lasalia continue as our defensive line. Just going to check one thing out because, just wondered whether they were better as ball-playing defenders, but don't think there's much in it. Carroll and Henry are our midfield. They've obviously got a good rapport between them. Thomas is back. He's on the left-hand side. He probably can't play the full 45. The full 90. So we'll see how he goes. Flores continues in central midfield. Afray moves out to the right. Pike still not 100% fit. Can only play about 45 minutes. So he's benched. And Blakesley makes his debut up front. Sanchez, Robson, Gattises, Pike, McKenzie, Jenks and Sunday are all on the bench. Let's see how we get on with this. I've just realised. No, I think we're okay. I wonder whether he did have a central defender, but Luke Thomas could struggle. Josh Blakesley, he's going to pick up the number 9 shirt. We've kept that one open for somebody to pick it up. He's going to come in and pick that up. So he makes his debut. And Fabio Grosso is manager at Watford. Again, this is a televised match. Go out there and impress me. Given Bobby Carroll's lack of match fitness, how long can he last out there? You seem to be more knowledgeable than me about this. Is that Pite out because of recent injury problems? That's pretty much where we're going. So our first Premier League game at the Valley for some time. Drawing our first game, of course, of the episode. And they're playing a 4-1-1 against us. Won their first match. Beating West Ham, I think, in that situation. They have a throw-in right early doors here. Let's defend this, guys, please. And he hasn't. And Kovar gets beaten for the first time in under a minute. And they are 1 up. From the throw-in, Smallbone gets it back to Masaba, who crosses the ball in. And Lewis Potter had a free header. Not quite sure who was supposed to be marking him. Might have been Lasala, actually. We have a corner now. Henry with the corner. And we've replied in just 2 minutes. Lasala, who made the mistake for the first goal, has got our first goal in the Premier League. Lasala from the corner. Missed the header to give them a goal, but gets the header to get us the goal. And we're back in it. Burns heads clear to Flores as we counter-attack now. Flores to Afray. Afray back to Carroll. Yet to see Blakesley. Henry and Carroll interacting there. Carroll on the ball, looking for a way through. Gets Lasala free. Lasala crosses it in to Carroll. Carroll to Gomez. Gomez holding the ball up. He's looking for a way in. Can't find it. Carroll. He's around his man. Carroll through to Thomas. Oh, just wide of the post. And Luke Thomas just missing that. Blakesley finding his way into this. It's the only game on the Friday night game on the television. Watford with a free kick. Headed clear by Burns. Blakesley, this is the first time we've seen him. Picks the ball up. And he's on a bit of a run now. Crosses the ball. Lovely ball for Thomas. And that was fantastic. What a cross from Blakesley. He's got an assist. And lovely ball. Found Thomas. And, well, we go 2-1 up against Watford after coming back from behind. Look at that ball. Thomas in acres of space. Blakesley pinpoint. And he's earning his crust already. And we've gone top of the Premier League, folks. Oh, God. It might only be a short space of time because everybody else has got to play. But, hey, we'll take it. Coming forward now. Lasala to Afray. Afray cuts inside to Flores. Flores looking for Thomas, but Blakesley's in. He's a first for us. Our third, and, well, consolidating our position at the top of the table. I know it's early days. Flores, but actually playing with a bit of confidence here. I thought I was going for Thomas, but Blakesley was on that. He's built a bit of confidence now with that lovely crossing for Thomas that Thomas put away. And there we go. Top of the table. 4 points. Half time arrives. 8 shots. 5 on target. 1.71 on the XG. 55% possession against 4 shots. 2 on target for Watford. 45% of the possession. We'll be back with the second half, and let's hope it's as entertaining as the first. And Blakesley gets us underway for this second half. No changes at half time. And looking good at the moment. 3-1 up against Watford. Goal behind inside the first minute. But since then, grown in confidence, grown into the game. And looking good for this lead as it stands. 70 minutes gone. Gomez and Froggatt both picking up yellow cards. And are tiring a little bit now. They are getting back into the match, and we need to hang on in there. Don't think there's any need for changes. Afri isn't having a good game on the outside there. Might get Pike a bit of game time. So let's make that first change. Zach Pike coming on for Afri. Can go out there and make a difference. And back underway. And they're coming out from the back. Lasala closing him down, but he's got away. And they're dangerous. And I'm sure we'll get lots of danger here. That's gone over the top. Kovar watching that over the top. And we're coming down to 78 minutes. We have some tired legs now. Time for some changes. Flores. Gattesis coming on for him. And Luke Thomas, we thought might. Robson going to come on for him. That's our changes made. Could go cautious. We could go defensive, but I'm thinking we'll stick with it. Watford really have picked this up. The XG's not particularly good, but they have come back into this a little bit. Right, 85 minutes gone. I'm going to drop a bit of praise to see the game out because I think the guys have done the job that we set them. Henry and Carroll in midfield now tired. But we're going to get through to the end of the match, and our first win in the Premier League is a 3-1 win against Watford. Excellent. Blakesley making his debut and scoring and an assist. So he's had a good game. And we've got some game time into Zach Pike as well. Outstretched arms. Well done, lads. No, we'll go for a well done. That was very good. Josh Blakesley, very happy with your performance. He's demotivated. Didn't really want me to tell him that he'd had a good thing, obviously. And we'll go with that. We have the team talk. What a comeback. See your side completely turn the game round like that must be very pleasing. Absolutely ecstatic. It went down. We went down and had to make some changes, but the team was went down. All right. That has to be a satisfying win for you. We were excellent. It was top performance. I think it was. A 3-1 win, and we are top of the table until the others play, of course. But we'll call that good as it is. More than happy with that training review. Bobby Carroll, give him a handshake. Eddie Jenks will point a finger at him, tell him to buck his ideas up. He's not doing it. Blakesley scores on his Charlton debut. Grosso disappointed at humbling defeat. And Charlton go top of the Premier League. You read that stat there. Charlton go top of the Premier League. Hey ho. How's about that? That is the end of our first episode, our first games in the Premier League. We will be back in our next episode for, just checking, we'll be coming back for Liverpool and Manchester City. We've got a EFL Cup second round against Reading. We're not going to watch that. We'll pick up the EFL, the Carabao Cup as it is, if we progress into the later stages. But for now, we're coming back for Liverpool and Manchester City, another high pressure second episode in the Premier League. Depending on how we do in between, of course, that should be an interesting double header in our next episode. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, and just to keep up to date with all that's happening on To Be a Legend, and of course our sister series, the Sicilian Defence, and obviously gives you knowledge of when new episodes are released. New episodes of To Be a Legend are currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date with these series, new series, and what we're going to do with FM22 when it's released, if it's released, then you can follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. That'll keep you up to date with all that is going on. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. We'll see you on the next episode, which will be episode 62. And it's out on Thursday. Until then, goodbye.